Yo, what's good, everybody? I'm Trey.
It's your boy Million.
And you have now tuned in to Listening to Millions.
This is deeper than a podcast. I'm trying to tell y'all, come sit down with us.
And today, we have a very special guest, Casey Hunter. Would you mind introducing yourself?
Hello, greetings everyone. I am Casey Hunter. I am a junior animal science major from Perry, Georgia. And this semester, I am humbly vying to become your next Student Government Association's president.
So, Casey, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing great, and yourself?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's
and
awesome.
y'all, when y'all see us, we're going to be looking to the side. We got like a whole bunch of equipment.
A lot of equipment going on here, man.
Blocking our view of each other, but
Quality setup.
quality setup. How's your day been today, bro?
Man, it's been good, man. I can't complain. I'm still here, to see another day, have another 24 hours, hopefully. So, hey, man, all glory to the men above.
Hey, that's what's up, bro.
Okay.
So what about your semester? How's it going so far?
Man, semester, like I said, it's been blessed just seeing another semester, but yeah, it's been going good. Actually starting to get into my major courses, so that's always good, really get to gauge my interests a little bit more so.
What's your major?
My major is animal science.
Has that been your major like this whole time?
No, actually, I arrived on campus as an agriculture engineering technology major, but I switched to animal science. Just felt like that was more of me.
So you like animals?
I just like agriculture as a whole, but animal science. So long term goal, kind of want to start my own poultry business, poultry or swine business. So.
Dang, I've never heard somebody say something like that, bro.
And he said poultry, not poetry.
Yeah, I said poetry for a second.
He want to butcher up some chicken.
Yeah, that's dope. I've never heard somebody actually say
sure,
that they want to get into that business. How is the market for that?
Oh yeah, the market is great. Actually, I was introduced to it because my dad actually was in the poultry industry ever since I was born and still to this day. So that kind of really got me interested. I actually have an internship with Purdue this summer, which is a poultry farm locally in Perry, Georgia. So I'll be looking forward to the internship, getting to know more about the poultry industry and the company as a whole.
That's what's up.
That's dope. So just a little background about how I know Casey. It seems like I know everybody that we've had on so far throughout this campaign season.
Everybody in Fort Valley, man. Everybody in Fort Valley.
Casey, not only is he my line brother, but when he moved in, we were when he first got on campus, he didn't stay on my floor, and every time he walked in my building, he stayed in my building. Every time he walked, I'm like, why is Lazard always in the freshman? Because he wore a mask every day. And I'm like, dang, like, I don't remember Lazard being that bummed, but all right. So I thought, like, dang. And from here up, but they look just alike. So I'm like, dang, why is Lazard always in building 7? And I realized he ran for freshman body president.
Yeah, freshman class.
But yeah, he ran for freshman class president, and that's when I realized, that's a completely different Hunter boy. But after that, he joined Boys to Men. I was his mentor last year, and this year I'm his mentor again. But he has mentees under him. I'm a senior mentor. He's the junior, and he has the one who's directly impacting the freshmen. I'm just making sure they're all doing the right thing.
So what do y'all do in that program right there?
We just pretty much provide guidance to those newer incoming students, whether it's transfer and directly towards the freshman group. But, just adjustment to college can be hard. It can be tricky. So really being that guide to them, showing them the ropes, getting them involved, different, helping them out in different capacities. So.
Yeah, dang. So how was your adjustment to college? Well, Fort Valley in general.
Right. So I am from Perry, Georgia, which is not too far away from here, but living on campus, figuring out things on my own, finances, everything in that nature. It took some adjustment, I'm used to having a strong support system. So when you're on your own, kind of supporting your own self, it takes a little toll. So just getting acclimated to being on my own truly was a little adjustment. But I feel like now I've, fared pretty well.
Okay. That's what's up.
So, we got in a little bit of background of who you are. Can you give us a little bit behind why you decided to run for student body president?
Oh, yes. So, I'm pretty sure you've heard of vision boards before. So, as you did mention earlier, I did run for freshman class president. And unfortunately, that did not go in favor of, how I envisioned it. But I always feel delayed but not denied. And also that God has a bigger purpose for you. And I do remember during the campaign for freshman class president, I created a video, went to talk to people. And I know a lot of people back in my hometown, you know, graduated just a couple months ago. And people back in my hometown was saying, wow, man, I've seen the growth, the confidence in you. And just from that short period of time, I was like, man, like, I feel like this is my higher purpose is here. My higher purpose is this. So getting involved in the campus through different, you know, different capacities, vice president of Boys to Men, Mr. Sophomore, became Greek, secretary in that. So just being able to interact with my student body on different levels, it really reached me, and I kind of gauged a little bit more on what they wanted to do. And seeing different administrations and building on the greatness of those administrations, just feel like my time is now. So.
And so, dang, I love that you said delayed, but what did you say? Delayed
but not denied.
Dang,
Yes,
that's deep, bro. Have you? So how many? What is like the biggest failure you faced in life, and like what was the biggest lesson you learned from it?
Right. So biggest failure to this date, I would probably say the freshman class president. I would say.
Okay. And so what is your biggest lesson that you learned from that?
Right, just understanding that, you know, it may not be your time, but you can always you can always find success in failure. And I know that sometimes it may seem like the obvious or it may seem, you know, cliche, but you really can. You know, I feel like a lot of people, when they fail in life, they just look at that failure as, oh, dang, you know, it wasn't meant for me.
Right.
In my opinion, I feel like it is meant for you. You should take the things that you did wrong, build on that, and, you know, improve on it and use it for good in the future. So that's just kind of why I stand on that.
Dang, that's deep, man. Coming off real deep right now, man.
Hey man, I love diving deep, man. That's why I've been a fan of your podcast. Like I said, it's just like I was mentioning to you earlier off camera. You know, just listening to a million, you know, combining the names, like it was just genius to me. So, hey man, hats off to you.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
So, I mean, of course I know, but explain to people, like, what is the main reason why you chose to come to Fort Valley?
Right, so my dad went to Fort Valley. He was a graduate of Fort Valley State College when it was a college still, and numerous reasons. Scholarship. I am currently on the Fort Valley State University USD 1890 scholarship, but just the family environment. You know, I've been to the homecomings, been to the parades, and just seeing how my dad interacts with people he probably hasn't seen in like 10 years. Like they just seen each other yesterday. The family oriented spirit and vibe you get from this campus and this city in general is truly like no other. So that really just put the cherry on top.
Oh, that's what's up, man. And how many family members would you say have been to Fort Valley?
Majority of my dad's side who went to college, they pretty much all came through. My mom is actually from North Carolina. She's actually from Roseman, North Carolina, and went to East Carolina University, a D1 PWI up there. And she actually, to this day, if you ask her what her biggest regret is, she would say it was not going to HBCU. You know, she's heavily involved with her sorority chapter down here at this institution for that matter, and yeah, her biggest regret not going to HBCU. So they really pushed that narrative on me, and at first I didn't really understand, you know, coming from a predominantly white background, high school for that matter. But now, a couple years under my belt, different experiences. Yeah, I definitely see what they're saying. I wouldn't change it for the world.
So, what are some things that you've seen from the HBCU that you didn't get from like your PWI and the high schools and stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure. So just in general, just getting to know my culture. You know, like I said, being a majority Caucasian, didn't really get to bond with my African American peers and fellows, and because we kind of had different goals. And coming here and realizing people have different goals too, but people have goals similar to you. They want to go in a similar place with you, have that same success story as you. So being able to connect with various different types of opinions or perspective of people that look like me, it was a lot. Because I realized, like, man, the spectrum of black people range from all over. You know, gaining different opinions, perspective, like I said, is huge. And that really did something to my confidence. Because, like, hey, I can be myself and still, you know, feel empowered to be, you know, African American. That's kind of one thing that I learned here, you know, being belittled back in my past to now breeding that confidence that I didn't have before. It was major. It was major.
Wow, that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing.
With so just to list off one thing that I know for sure, Casey served on Royal Court with me this year. So he was Mr. Sophomore, and I was the first attendant to Mr. Fort Valley. So with having that leadership experience on the Royal Court side of things. What made you decide to switch over from Royal Court to SGA?
Right. So Royal Court teaches you how to humbly represent your class. How to groom yourself. While you're in court. While you're serving your court duties and while you're not on court duties, because it's 24/7. Eyes will be on you all the time because you are the face of your class, and kind of interacting with different people in my class that I probably would not have if I didn't have that position was huge, and hearing some of their concerns and knowing the impact that the Student Government Association have, E-Board, Executive Board has, really kind of attracted me towards that way, and yearning to serve in that capacity. So, that's kind of really why how I kind of shifted towards that versus Royal Court.
Okay.
So you said that you wanted to go into the poultry industry upon graduation, right? You what are your long-term goals? So after graduation, I'm talking about like 5-10 years down the road. Where do you see Casey Hunter at 30 opposed to Casey Hunter at 20? Or 29 opposed to 19?
Oh no, you good. You good. So upon graduation, hopefully get a career in the poultry or maybe even swine industry, because I do have experiences with swine, showing pigs back in my heyday. But so further on down the road, even beyond that, hopefully looking to start my own poultry industry. I've been introduced to chickens a lot, and like I said, my dad being involved with poultry industry since I was born, essentially, really interests me. And there's always money in everything you do, but there's definitely money in that. So learning how to getting into that, more so in the farming, because African Americans don't make up even a small percentage of farmers anymore. So really going back to that, and hopefully spreading light on future farmers and future people who have those aspirations. So that's kind of my plans for now, just becoming a farmer and hopefully starting up my own poultry or swine industry.
So my fault, Mel. My fault. But so just to piggyback off of that, how do you plan on using the experience that you gained from being a leader at Fort Valley State University and taking that student body president experience and using it in your professional field and even in other endeavors in life?
Right. So, with leadership, you always find connections, and you always have, always formulate a good support system and trust of others. So I plan on using that and carrying that over to my professional experience, just as far as, gaining the trust of your workers and establishing credibility. So to continue with, just really, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. I just lost it. But really and truly, just kind of becoming the leader that I know I would like to work with, and I would want others to emulate, if that makes any sense. So just really, how can I say it? Just really just encouraging others, I guess you could say. I'm sorry, that question just blew my mind. But yeah, just kind of.
You're good.
Yeah.
Hey, so I also wanted to I've been asking everybody this that we've interviewed so far. What made you want to get into this leadership role?
Right. So just like I said earlier, just really was something I eyed up since I was a freshman, understanding that, okay, I see how these people can really change lives and really affect lives and really just affect, future administrations and future people down the road. So I knew this is something I wanted to do. I knew I love helping people. I like being behind the scenes, but I also like, the confidence I knew I was going to get from HBCU that, my parents pretty much told me I would receive, that I knew that this position was for me, because not only could I work behind the scenes, but also when I needed to step up and be that voice, I knew I could. So just, I knew at that moment then that this was a position for me.
Just a quick kind of off-topic question. When people hear the name Casey Hunter, what do you want them to remember?
Yeah, so when people hear the name Casey Hunter, I want them to think of a hardworking individual who doesn't need the time, but rather opportunity to showcase their capabilities. I want them to think of somebody who possesses the yearn to help others. The we before me kind of concept. I'm very selfless. I love helping others, and I love giving back. If I can provide a helping hand, then I'll provide too. So just getting people to understand that it's more than themselves and that everybody has a flame in them. It's just time to ignite it.
And another question for me would be, another kind of off-topic question is like the first thing a lot of people refer to you, or not refer to you as, or the first thing that comes to mind is like when people see Casey, like even when you saw him today, you was like, damn. Oh, hold up, let me give it a second. Even when you saw Casey today, the first thing you said was, man, I thought you was Lazar. First thing I said when I met you was like, man, I thought you were Lazar. And like the first thing a lot of people say is, man, I thought you were your brother. So is that something that's ever bothered you?
Well, I feel like with anybody, it would bother somebody to a certain extent. But at the same time, it's more so a testament to my support system, the people I indulge in, and my family. I've grown up and I heard people say, oh, that's you're a Casey son, ain't you? Or, oh yeah, you're Dutch's son, ain't you? I know you. Or, you're Lazar's little brother. I've been hearing that my whole life. And if anything, that just gave me the fire. It just, ignited the fire in me and the yearning to want to go and create my own name, have that own brand of my own self. So really and truly, did it bother me? Yes, but at the same time, it really motivated me to go out and become more.
Hey, it sounds like you have something to prove.
Right.
Something to prove,
yes,
man.
Sir.
Something
Yes,
to
sir.
prove.
Most definitely.
So with this platform, what are some things that you plan to do if you are to win the SGA student body president? What are some things that you would plan to do with your platform? Kind of asked that question twice, but you
No, you good. No, it's fine. So my platform is the Lights in the Valley Ignite, the Ignite administration, and it is an acronym for Inspiring Greatness by Nurturing Inclusivity, Transparency, and Engagement throughout the student body. And with that, we just really want to promote a lot of things. We want to, first of all, uphold the laws of the student body. Secondly, we want to promote student achievement. I feel so many oftentimes, if you're not a certain group of people or you're this or you're that, you're not going to get the recognition others have. So I want to promote student achievement across the board. Get those people who do little things, get them recognized. Because for some people, just simply coming to college is an accomplishment. There's so many first-generation college students. So just want to celebrate everybody's success, no matter how little the feat is or how big it is. And then secondly, just promote that student engagement. I feel like oftentimes some people don't want to get involved. So how can I encourage them to get involved, motivate them to take up these positions and have that confidence in themselves? So those are just a few of my goals.
Okay. That's what's up, man. I kind of had a brain for it. I'm sorry.
You're good. All right, so a question that we've been asking all of the candidates who decided to come on the show is, me and Mel, we're both students, right? So we both basically have a say-so in who wins. And this will be broadcast. Our target audience will be the Fort Valley State University student body. So my question for everybody who would so happen to watch this and who needs to know, why should we vote for you?
Yes, so Casey Hunter is somebody who's going to be for the people, not against the people. I'm somebody who wants to see you succeed. I'm somebody who wants to see you not only take it one step further, but take it 1,000 steps further. And I want to help you reach that end goal. I'm somebody who is here for you, for your friend, and for anybody else, the future Wildcats, and the past Wildcats for that matter. I want to see you succeed and reach your highest purpose, and I want to do it in any way, shape, form, or fashion I can. I want to see those successes celebrated. I want to see them losses turn into wins. I just want to help in any way, shape, form, or fashion I can.
Perfect.
Off the top of the head, non-scripted.
Non-scripted for real.
But yeah, so all right, another thing. Okay, what is your favorite memory so far at Fort Valley?
Ooh, we're on the spot with that one. We're on the spot with that one.
It's not picking it up.
You sure?
Favorite memory.
Are you good? What's your
good? Okay.
We're gonna have to run that back.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So, what is your favorite memory as a Wildcat?
Shoot, favorite memory. That's a quality question. So many great memories. Even though only been about 2.5 years maybe on campus, so many quality memories I've been able to share with people and just on this campus as a whole. But Favorite one? That's a great question. Probably say this whole homecoming.
Yeah.
You know, of course, that was stigma. HBCUs producing the littest homecomings on the face of the earth.
Right.
So, yeah, get to experience my first homecoming as a student, because of course
Yeah.
I've been as a child or high school student, but experiencing it as a student of Fort Valley State University has been a blessing. It was fun. It was a blast, and I would love to run it back. I'm looking forward to the future ones.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Also, how was it? Because when did you come in? Did you come in during like the COVID era? And things of that
Right. So
nature?
actually, when COVID started, the outbreak started causing so much uncertainty. I actually was a senior in high school, so it actually abbreviated my high school year, my senior year of high school. So I didn't get a prom. We actually did get a graduation. Thankfully, it was outside, the mask and all. But so I came in. My freshman year was that first semester back for all college students, and of course, transitioning from virtually took a toll, and created some adjustments. But I did adjust fairly, I would say, and yeah.
Okay, that's what's up, man. I was just about to ask, like, how did that affect you? And any did it like affect your mentor or anything like that? Or
Oh yeah, for sure. I think it took a toll on everybody, because some things you just can't prepare for, and I feel like the COVID-19 pandemic is something many people didn't prepare for. So fast forward a couple months, hear about all these great things that are happening at colleges, nonetheless HBCUs, and you're looking forward to it. But then on campus, and you're like, hey, you're going online. You have to join through Collaborate, and that's something that I really didn't prepare for. I feel like I really couldn't prepare for. Probably could expect it, but some things you expect you still can't prepare for. So just learning how to interact with teachers virtually. Whether it's through email, Zoom, scheduling Zoom meetings versus just meeting with them after class. Of course it took some adjustment, but like I said, I think I did fare well.
okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
All right, so can you tell us why? Like me personally, I haven't voted for anybody yet. I haven't been as active on campus as I should have, but I'm definitely voting this semester.
Good.
Tell us why we should vote for you.
Right, so you should vote for me because, like I said, I'm a man of the people, not above but equal, and I love reaching out to people.
Yes.
I want to get to know you. I feel like so oftentimes some people in these positions.
My fault, Casey. I didn't mean to cut you off. We're gonna cut that part out. We already asked that question.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah. All right. So just ask, why should people vote in general?
Okay, cool.
Just run
Give
that
it
whole
a
thing
time,
down.
yeah. So me personally, I haven't been an active person on campus at all.
Okay.
So can you tell me why, like, I should vote?
All right, so regardless of who you vote for, tremendous candidates running, but regardless, you should vote. Your voice matters. I'm telling you, this election, in any capacity, you should always use your right to vote. Think about it. People like us hundreds of years ago didn't even get the thought of voting. And now the power is in our hands. So you should go out, cast your vote, voice your opinions, voice your thoughts, and get out there and just side with the person you think is going to fulfill these positions the best. So regardless of opinions, regardless of anything else, get out and vote. Be active.
Perfect.
All right. Casey, Hunter, everybody, do you want to leave your social medias and ways for people to contact you and things of that nature, or follow you and keep up with your campaign?
Yes, sir. So you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at KCD Casey is spelled CASEYD, and Hunter HUNTER. Follow me on those two platforms. That's where I'll be posting all my campaign flyers and videos and everything else included. So looking forward to interacting with you all, and thank you all for this time, man. Really do appreciate it.
No problem, man.
Hopefully I can have your vote, and thank you Millions and John Blackshear for having me on this podcast. I used to watch y'all all the time, and just like I was telling John off camera, getting to come to the setup, to the studio, I feel like I'm taking it to them Quad Studios in New York.
Man, I'm telling you, once you become, once you win, we want to have you back on here again.
Oh, most definitely. I'm definitely looking forward to it, and hopefully we can set that up ASAP.